What up, people? What up, people? What up? Alright, this your man Rajay111. This video is gonna be some it's another trailer upgrade. Tips and tricks on the trailer upgrade. I know y'all love that. I don't give a damn, you're gonna hear it anyway. KO show's looking good. Pretty much ready. A little bit of tires to glue up, stuff like that. But they good. I'll show you that a little later. Just looking at these engines I got breaking make my stomach hurt. Alright people, so listen. This right here, I'm gonna show y'all the upgrade electrical system I did in the trailer. I touched on this a little bit in my camper. And only difference is going to be from this one than the camper is the camper has solar. I'm not doing solar here, but the system works pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. This here, I'll show you all this, but I gotta do a video on this. This is called a micro air start. You put this on your, if you got rooftop air conditioner. And what it does is it brings the LRA down. LRA is lock rotor amps down. So what's happening is when I turn the rooftop air conditioner on with the Predator 3500, everything's no problem, this and that. But the AC and the generator, I mean the AC and this air compressor don't like each other. They don't play good together, so it'll trip the generator. And that's the only thing that ever trips this generator is this thing here with AC. I can run this normally with anything else, no problem. I can run the rooftop AC with everything else, no problem. But you run that and that, they don't like each other. Trip, it's a wrap. So this right here is supposed to bring those amps down. Whereas though you can run your 15K or 13.5 AC off of a small 2000 generator. You could do also 2 ACs if you had one in each AC off of 30 amp. So it just brings down, it smooths out that compressor hit, whereas though you don't have that high peak of amps draw when that compressor starts up. It's called lock rotor amps. So I gotta get on the roof for that, but that's later in life. All right, that's what that's called, micro air start. All right, so what are we talking about here, people? What I'm gonna show y'all here is this lithium. I went and put lithium up in the trailer, the race trailer. I upgraded. Let me see if I can turn this light on. So I went lithium, right? And reason why I'm doing this, let me explain this to y'all. The reason why I'm doing this, one, these damn gas prices getting outrageous. I mean, dog, you see this shit? It's crazy. Look, true story. I went to work yesterday or the day before. Gas was $3.99. I come home from work, roll past the same gas station. It was $4.25. This shit went up in 26 cents in a couple hours. It's crazy. Soon, let me tell you something, dog. Soon this shit gonna be like, my man, let me get 1200 on pump 2. That's how this shit get crazy. So, but this, I'm going to where as though I don't have to run my generator so much, and I can run the trailer here off of this battery. Everything, AC if I wanted to, but AC is really not meant optimal to be running on batteries. You got to really have a boatload of batteries. But I'm gonna show you the robustness of this system that you can run your AC on it. Now this is something, do you have to do this? No, but it's something you might find it interesting. You might do it my way, find a different way, whatever. All right. I got one of these same batteries in my camper, and I went 2 days without running the generator in my camper, and that's running all my RC stuff, the camper, heat, microwave, everything like normal. Don't take away nothing. I went 2 days before I had to turn the generator on to charge this battery back up. All right, okay, so let's see what we talking about. This here is basically a Lifey PO4 battery, lithium polymer batteries. This is a big boy. This is 300 amps. Now let me tell y'all, this stuff ain't cheap. This battery is 1,000 right off the bat. All right, now you might be saying, damn, 1,000, dog. Yeah, but for me, it's worth it. This thing has been great. That's why I spent and bought another one. The upfront cost is major, but this thing is serious. Now, like, you can put in what the name of that battery, lead acid or AGM, but that one that has a lot of weight. And also with those two batteries, you can't get all of the amp hours out. Like, this is 300 amp hours. You're getting all 300 amp hours, okay? With AGM or lead acid, if it says it's 100 amp hours, you're only getting 50, because you can't bring it all the way down to 0. You gotta only get it down to 50%, then you gotta bring it back up. This one has what is called a BMS, battery management system, inside, and it controls it, so you can get this thing all the way dead and it's gonna cut it off, click, and then you gotta charge it back up. Okay, lithium is definitely the future. It's great. A couple things you're gonna need though. Okay, that right there is called a battery shunt. You're gonna need that because that tells you, that in combination with a screen, and I'm gonna show you all that, tells you how much how much juice you got left in this battery. I had to update my inverter. I had a 1500 watt inverter in here, and that did okay, but it wasn't great. It did okay though, but it wasn't great. This is the same one I got in the camper too. I bought a second one. This thing is great. This is true 3000 watts pure sine wave. You want pure sine wave, not modified. You want pure sine wave. Okay, and this is 3000 watts pure. All right, and when I bought it, it was $260. Then I jacked the price up on this thing. This damn thing is $500 now. It's crazy. But it does work. Like, I have pulled 200 amps continuous for hours with this thing, and no problem. The fans barely come on. It is no joke. I really like this. That's why I bought another one. All right, so let me try to explain some of this stuff to you, then we're going to look at the panel. All right, first, the way I got this wired, this right here is for a light that's on the panel. That just because it's a remote, that once I turn this on from the remote, powers that up. It's an LED light that I put on the panel that tells me this is on. Hard wiring is the best way to do this, because with hard wiring you get all the amps out of this thing. So this is a 30 amp system I'm running out of here, single phase, but it's 30 amps coming out of here, single phase. Okay, just like I got plugged up to the crib right now. I'm running off of power in the house, or my or it could be generator, whatever. Same power coming out. Your cables have to be thick. These are 2-aught cables, 2-aught. All right, you need that. See that? It's upside down, but 2-aught cables. With a battery shunt, it works off your negative. So you have to have one negative come off the shunt, okay, down to the negative of the battery. That's the only negative you can have connected to the battery. All the other negatives come off of the shunt, okay, because they have to tell you what power is coming in and out. So all your negatives go on the shunt. Only one negative to the battery. This cable is for the screen, and that one positive cable right there goes to the oops, that coming up, goes to the positive to the battery. That's only to supply power for the screen. All right, so that's the only positive coming off the shunt. Okay, everything else wires up positive to the positive side of the battery, normal. Okay, you want the thickest cable you can get when as far as your inverter and power. 2-aught, I went with 2-aught. Okay, chargers, you're gonna need lithium chargers. Okay, I got 2 chargers because, well, one, I had this charger already. All right, this is a 10 amp charger, and it will charge up lithium, and it's a good charger, but it charged this big battery slow. This battery is a lot. This is a lot. Okay, so it charged it very slow, but it will charge it, but it's slow because it's only 10 amps. This battery charger is only meant for lithium, and it's 30 amps. So I said, forget it, I'm gonna combine them together, and that gives me 40 amps of charging. So 40 amps, I can charge this battery up in about, from dead to full, in about 5 hours. Before, it would take me 2 days, maybe a week to charge this thing up. Now I can charge in about 5, maybe 6 hours. I'm dead. Man, I'm gonna just round off to say 8. Let's say 8. That's a heavy difference. But this thing lasts so long, it's crazy. 2 days I went with this thing. 2 days without touching generator. Alright. So that's what that's about. That's my internet. I had to actually hardwire my internet in. I couldn't get internet in here through my Wi-Fi in the crib. It wouldn't come through the insulation and stuff in these walls. So I had to do an Ethernet cable switch off my router into here. Now in here, I have it's broadcasting Wi-Fi in here. It works good. Alright, so back to this thing. So alright, so off that cable that's hardwired for our 30 amps, it's going in there. Alright, y'all see it? And it's shooting all the way down. Alright, hold on. And it's shooting all the way down. Alright, underneath the table, you got it, you know what I'm saying? Boom. It's coming into this box. This box I made. This is called a project box. Radio Shack used to sell these things, but smaller. Got this on Amazon. I'm gonna have all the links in the description. Alright, you gotta drill these holes, put your pieces in, blah blah blah. Okay, let me explain this to you. So I got 2 power sources coming in. One is off of, you can say shore power or generator power, whatever is in the plug down there on the south side of the trailer going into here. This one is the inverter. Okay, all right, so what that does is, with this switch, these switches are great. Whatever one I'm selecting, okay, is where I'm getting power from. So number one is shore power or generator power, whatever's on that bottom plug outside. That's number 1. 0, all the contacts are gone and I have no power. Click 2 is the inverter that y'all seen over there. That's underneath there, the inverter. Okay, so at no point in time will I can't combine the powers. It's either you on 1 or 2, power coming here or power coming there. That's it. Okay, that's good, because that way you won't crosstalk with power. From there, whatever power I select is coming out here, 30 amps, into my breaker panel, and from there is distributed from there. Okay, got it. Just that green light I told you that's plugged in, so when that inverter's on, that green light comes on. That way I know the inverter's on. This screen also tells me too, but it's kind of wumpy. So right now I'm gonna go down here. Okay, one that turns the screen on and then power it on. Boom. You see the green light just came on. Power, the inverter fires up. Now right now it says I'm using 0 watts because I don't have power. Oops, I don't have any watts on. I'm nothing powered on, but I got 121 volts, and that's what the battery's sitting at, 14.7, 60 hertz. So once I click this over, then that watts will go up. Okay, now this screen is let me see. Okay, it says I have, this is the battery shunt screen that goes that. See, it says I have 300 amp hours. Okay, and the battery is at 100%. Right now I'm pulling 0.9 of an amp. Okay, and the battery again is at 14 volts. Okay, so now let me show you how this works. Hold on, let me show y'all something though. Right now you see these battery chargers are on. They on float mode. Okay, that means float mode. Then you got a green light in there, float mode. Okay, all right, so that means they floating. Now what you gotta understand something is, once you go to inverter power, you have to kill these chargers. Okay, these chargers cannot be on, because then you're creating a loop. You can't have AC power sucking DC power, creating AC power. AC power is done, and then it's coming back to DC. It ain't good for the battery. All right, so before I used to have to climb under there and unhook and everything, but now I got it all automatic. So what happens is, now I'm gonna go to inverter power, and it's on. The inverter's on. You see, it's just waiting for me to switch over. So what's gonna happen, I'm gonna switch over, it's gonna go dark, then the light's gonna come back on. All right, dark, That's 0, no power. Inverter's on, chilling. Boom. Over to number 2. Now I'm running off the inverter, and you can see I'm pulling 219 watts, just chilling right now with the lights. And also, hold on. All right, well, let me get to the amps. All right, now I'm pulling 18 amps, and that's really just the lights, because I got so many. Okay. All right, so now, and if you notice, all automatic, the chargers are killed. See, the chargers are off, no lights. What happened is I had to hook up one of them legs to that outlet there. So that outlet only works when I'm on shore power. Okay, once I click over to inverter, the outlet kills that outlet. Boom. And that outlet is connected to them chargers. That's how you're able to get the chargers to die, to not die but cut off. All right, cool. All right, and I have to show y'all how I wired that and wired this switch. That's another video, because I had to really think about all this and draw myself a diagram, wire diagram. But it's pretty cool how I did it. It's interesting. All right, so let's do this, people. I got a little space heater here. I'm gonna turn this joint on. Let's go to low. Okay. Now, right now, boom, that put me at 198 amps. I'm pulling right now with that heater, and watts, 1100 watts. Okay, give or take. Running it like it's no problem. Okay. Let's bump this puppy up to high. High and oscillating. Look at that amps. Almost 150 amps. See that? That's a lot of amps. Almost 1600 watts, 1700 watts, give or take. Now, this is all off the inverter. Okay, fan's not even on. No heat, still cold, nothing. Also down there in line, I have a 200 amp fuse, an inline fuse. It's called the I forget what the hell it's called. Catastrophic fuse down there, 200 amp. Okay, you want to have that amped up, fused up, because you're pulling a lot of amps. So now I'm just chilling, see what I'm saying? So now here's where you got to do your power management at. All right, so now remember I was at 100%, so now I'm at 98%. And you're going to see it drop. See how it drops? So, let's say I wanted to load shed, and I was running on this, and I didn't want to pull so many amps. Alright, one, I can put this on low. Okay? That's going to drop my amps down to 98. And let's see what we're doing as far as watts. About 11. That's not too bad. Now, what I could do is, you know, these lights are connected, and these lights pull like 17 amps all together. So I'll just connect this one here. Boom. So only light is on is that one. All the rest are out of here. Okay. So that'll save me some amps. So let's see where we at there. Hold on, y'all. Alright, so that dropped us down to 81 amps. How many watts? About 958. But if we kill the heater off, puts us at 4.2 amps, 49 watts, give or take. All right, so you see, now unplug this back in. Everything's back on, all the lights back on. These lights alone are pulling 18 amps, 200 watts. Let's turn the heater back on because I want to try to get this battery down some a little bit for y'all. All right, let's leave it on high because I want to, and this fan didn't kick in yet for this inverter. All right, remember, I'm running all off this inverter right now. Okay, still cold, freezing, no heat, not even getting warm. That's a lot of amps. Right now it's pulling about 150 amps. Hold on, this damn cord. Okay, $150 amps strong. Watts, 1600 watts. Now let's do this. Let's do something interesting. Let's make it a fun day. Let's plug the fridge in. Let's plug the fridge in because I usually leave that unplugged, but let's plug the fridge in and see what that do for us. And that should hit hard because it been off basically all summer. Fridge is not really crazy, 154 amps. I don't think the compressor kicked in for the fridge yet. Maybe. Yeah, that thing ain't doing nothing really. Microwave though, microwave, I heard it. Let's try the microwave. Now, this is a pool noodle. That's how you ride and keep your plate. Put a pool noodle in there. All right, take that out. Let's do, hold on. Let's do 1 minute. Ooh, look at that baby. Right now we're pulling 240 amps. 2300 watts. Let's go back over here. Inverter. Not even hot. And no fan. Not even hot. Not even hot. That's a hell of a lot. Now remember, this is consistent pullage. Fridge on, microwave on. Now that's a hell of a draw, yo. I mean, that's a hell of a draw. Drop down, I guess idled out. Okay. All right, boom. The microwave just kicked off. Okay. Now let's see where our battery's at. All that, it took us down to 94%. Okay. So what I'm trying to show y'all with this, right, is that one, you can go to the track and just do your thing and save money on gas and don't even have to run your generator like that. You know what I mean? It's good stuff. All right, so let's let me turn this. Is it this one? No, for the refrigerator. Hold on, y'all. Refrigerator. Turn the refrigerator off. I'll leave it open. Yeah, the compressor was on in there. All right. We can kill that. All right, now what I want to show y'all, I'm getting ready to go back to shore power, okay, or generator power, whatever. I'm coming off the inverter. All right. All right. Now I'm doing that. It's easy breezy. All right. So right now, go to switch. You want to see darkness. All right. There's nothing there. Wait, hold on. Let me go back. I need this on. Okay. All right. Right now, boom. Now, see, it says 0. I'm turning it off. Green light went off. Hold on. So right now we down to 0. Everything's off. Click. Now we back on shore power. Lights off. Boom. Okay. Now you see how it's going like that, the shunt, and it's pulsating. That means it's charging. So right now it's charging at 30 amps, and that's going to build up. So see, when I go on the shore power, that outlet kicks back on, and boom, now the chargers are charging up. That's one. Rolling, and the fans are on. These fans never came on. Never came on for that. Thing is robust, yo. Alright, see it's charging up. So now it's going to charge the battery back up, and I can get more hours out of it. So right now, see it's dumping 36 amps into it, and that's going to keep on climbing. It usually gets up to about 38, maybe 40 amps. 0, 0, that means the inverter's off, green light's off, done. See, switch one. Boom. So right now I'm pumping 38 amps into the battery, charging it. This could take, I might be mistaken, but it could take 50 amps continuous charge. That's a lot of amps going into it. It might be more, but I know for sure it could take 50 amps continuous charge juice inside. Alright people, this your man Rajay 111, showing y'all something that's interesting, something you might want to think about. So now I can go to the track and on a tank of gas with the generator. I ain't got to bring all them gas cans. I just float between back and forth. A couple hours on generator, charge this up, and then I'm rolling. I'm talking now. You see what it just ran. So my RC stuff is nothing. Heat gun chart, it's nothing compared to what I just pushed all this through. Microwave, fridge, I put everything in here that I could. So you already know it'll run. The AC don't even pull that much as what I just was pulling. Actually, that heater on high pulls more than this AC pulls. Right? And you see all I did. It's nothing. Okay? Let me know if you got any questions. It might be something you're thinking about. Alright? So this is your man Rajay 111. I'm going to show you something you might could think about and do. Okay? Especially with these damn gas prices. Alright, y'all. I'll holler at you later.